Good morning, everyone. There's La Luna. Now, yesterday was the 11th, and I was called to get a message. Before I had sat down to get this message, they showed me the numbers 11 turning to number 12. And I had gone to put the message up. But when I was done the message, I had a complete integration of everything that had been downloaded. Like a completion of it. I'd been going through integrating what we were talking about, because as you know, I'm going through this in natural time with you guys. And yes, sometimes we go back in time because the past and the future are connected through the present moment. And we're smashing through the templates of time. That's part of, the shift from the 3D into the 5D is healing from time. And now it's the 12th, and I'm going to get the message on the channel. So we're in a time of completion from all the portal activations, but we are about to enter a new portal with the spring equinox. And that's why we're in a time of completion before we have this grand beginning, and a door is opening, or has opened, and we've discussed this. So guys, yesterday I really had to just let all of this integrate and heal. But I have never felt so connected. And we're really, really, really in a time of massive truths. And, really, I want to say the shedding of the veil, so we can integrate these truths at a whole new level and these mass awakenings. This is the time we're in. We're healing, guys. We're in a massive time of healing in order to integrate and create anew with new levels of truth. And many of us are healing at deep cellular levels. And when I opened my eyes and I was called out here, I looked at my clock and it was 3:11 a.m. But I was just so tired yesterday after receiving these messages. I was called to switch gears and just heal and integrate and not keep going. And this is honoring the feminine. And as we find out throughout these messages, it's because we're also at a deeper level of healing to the core with the masculine. And that's going to help us amp up the structures, the building blocks, structure of the new world. We're going to raise the vibes, guys. We're going to raise the vibes. And something is shifting by this full moon in Virgo we're about to create through the earth. So let's share these messages today.
Hey guys, welcome. Now, I'm here with a message. It's the 11th. And something's happening. I was just going to speak for a minute before we start with the purification. So I've received a message. We're in the time of fusion. The message is fusion. And it has to do with what is happening between the black and the white. The dark and the light, whichever way you want to look at it. We've reached a new level of fusion with purification, and we are expelling the patterning that is causing all of this chaos here, all this sickness, all this destruction. We are in the process of expelling it. And this is why many of us are feeling lower vibed, sick, depressed, stuck, stagnant, because it's here for us to look at. We're in we're in a time of a push, okay? We're gonna make a big push with our patterning. And it has to do with the end of winter and the beginning of spring. It has to do with the fact that we're about to change cycles with the seasons. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling sick, if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling hopeless, if you're caught in the lower vibes, remember this is a big push, like with birth, like you're giving birth. And if you haven't gave birth, picture maybe what this means, okay? So you're giving birth, and it's just like, you know, you're gonna give this last push, or these few more pushes, and we're gonna birth anew. And if you have given birth, you know what that means. It's not easy. But this is the work that we came here to do. And we're also honoring this work. And also, too, we have to honor how hard this work can be, right? It's just like, okay, we've been led to believe through programming that everything, you know, all of our wildest dreams just come through manifestation. But when you're doing shadow work and you're shifting this patterning from this hack from the matrix, it's different. It's like, okay, we're adding the positive charge and the negative. We're seeing the positive charge and the negative, and many times it's not the way we think, because we're unprogramming our mind, and it's being able to see the truths of this world, and being able to look at the truths of this world that, you know, that are really dark, that are really chaotic. And guys, remember the word dark. I don't mean dark like night. Let's use the word evil, that are really evil. We're gonna heal with darkness, because dark is a part of life. Night is a part of rejuvenation. This is the balance. This is part of the fusion. So, and this is connected to the Three of Cups reading that I'm almost in completion of, and how we're going to explain the difference between the dark and what's evil, and this hack. So we're seeing what's evil. We're seeing what's chaotic. We're seeing what's not working through this patterning. And many of us are still having a hard time shifting it, because this patterning is fighting back. It's fighting with our system. So our system is literally fighting with this pattern, and this is patterning. And this is why we need to amp up what we know, what we've seen, our patterns of self-care, you know, our divinity, our mission, the life that we're working with, the life that is, as all of life has been suffering. And this is where we have to be able to do the harder work, and to say, okay, I'm going to add the positive charge and see the positive and the negative, and know things could be way worse. And that's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow, especially when you have seen so much evil, because you're looking at the truth. You're looking at the truth for what it is. But the only way to shift it is by looking at this truth. And to get to the core. Like when we get to the core of this, we get to the core of it all. We've removed so many layers. And I know that it's hard, and it feels like sometimes there's nothing left, and there's no hope, and will it ever end? Is there a way out? Is this just the way that it is? But it's not, guys. And we have to remember the balance. When we go that low, eventually we're going to go that high. And yes, we're trying to find the balance. We're trying to be the balance through the center point, but we need to hang tight and know that it is going to shift. We need to believe in the shift. We need to believe in the transmutation. We need to believe in the positive. We need to believe that what goes down will go up. And we're in a time of restoring some hope and faith. And be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. So those are the channel messages coming through. But this has to do with a fusion, remember, of a deeper fusion between the dark and the light, and expelling this patterns, this artificial hack of the matrix, and what's evil attacking life. And through this all, guys, because we're getting to this core, we're coming together. We're integrating at a deeper level. And we're going to go now from 2 to 1. Remember, we were doing 4, and we separated the cups from 3 to 1. We're going to go from 2 to 1. And this is going to be connected to our 3 of Cups reading. And then we're going to share a 3 of Cups reading where we go back in time. Remember, guys, we're going back in time. This reading was, it came out December 9th, but I'm not being called to get it to the channel till a certain time, because there's a reason for that. And then there's a reading connected to when Mercury went retrograde the last time, and a connection from the 3 to the 2 of Cups. And that will be shared after that. So we're going to go from 2 to 1. Not from 3 to 1. From 2 to 1. We're going to separate the cups again. And this has to do with what we're growing anew. So it's like, okay, look, we heal from separation. We're going to connect to the all and what we're creating here through love. And then we're going to activate something here, and it's growth and it's new because of all of what we've expelled of this artificial hack, of this artificial matrix. And we're going to light it up, guys. We're going to light it up. Look, the roots are lit, and we have all this energy of the sun and the moon behind us. And our Merkabahs are in working order here, and something is activated here. And we're going to ask what this is, because look, this is connected to the Ace of Cups. Remember, we're having a recalibration with our root because we're working with the Merkabah. And we're really facing, like I said, patterns of chaos, sickness, destruction. And remember, we're doing that within our own lives. Now, this has to do with this Three of Cups. But the Three of Cups, we're shifting to the Nine of Cups, okay? So yes, we're going to go from 3 cups to 2 cups to 1 cup. But it's connected to the Nine of Cups. Remember, the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. And this is being activated with the moon, okay, guys? And this is going to help us to heal from pain. And I really feel like confusion of pain. I really feel like we're gonna have much clarification on the connections of how this pain is all connected, how this pain patterning is all connected in order to create anew with it. And where we just have to stop forcing ourselves. Where we're forcing ourselves is connected to us not being able to untangle this. So we need to heal with force again. We're going to heal with the masculine at a deeper level to the core. But this is going to activate our growth. Remember, this is this. The moon is helping to help us with this. And a portal is activated with this full moon. This is what they're showing me. This full moon it's a portal that's being activated because we have the full moon and then we have the spring equinox. It's also International Astrology Day on the same day. There's 3 things happening. I forget what it is. And we're honoring that this is happening through a metamorphosis and facing death, the death template. You can be literally facing your death template right now. Depending upon which way this is, I know many people that are facing their patterns of sickness, chaos, and destruction through the, seeing the truth of the evils of this world. And where these systems are siphoning our energy, making us sick, stuck, and stagnant. So we're going to shift it through this. Guys, it's like when you face death, I'm going to say it like this, there's nothing left to lose. Remember, when we get that close to death, we get that much closer to life. And then when we face it, we're able to have a metamorphosis. We go back to the mother and we honor healing. And we're going to switch our patterning. So we're going to go from sick, stuck, and stagnant and feeling hopeless, all those feelings, to feeling euphoric, happy, positive, a shift with our vitality. But we have to honor the rejuvenation. That's why we're going to heal with darkness and honor the night. Honor the gift of the womb of creation and working with the mother. And then the fertilization with the father. To birth anew, to expand with, the patterns of sacred geometry. And many of us are taking back those patterning because that's what this hack came in and took. This artificial hack came in and took the natural patterns, the patterning here, and hacked it with that. And this is how we heal with sacred geometry and say that sacred geometry is not evil. That's programming. Sacred geometry is beautiful. We're just going to remove this hack. And remember that part of this hack is the inversion of this world. And the inversion of live is evil. And so we just untwist it. So what's activating with this moon, we know it's in Virgo. And something will be fertilized. but it's going to be moving away from the systems, and this is going to happen naturally with nature. This is going to throw us into manifestation mode, okay? And we're going to manifest with Virgo and Pisces, because we're still in Pisces season, okay? So the mother and the daughter are going to come together to help us to expand. And we're going to push through with the earth, with the sun. This is where we heal with the masculine. This is where we're going to honor. We're not forcing ourselves. We're going to put down some wands in order to heal with our light. So this is a rejuvenation. And when we heal with our light, we're going to honor the dark. We're going to honor the feminine. We're going to honor the rejuvenation. This allows us to birth anew with a fresh approach. Look at that chickadee energy. We're restoring justice. And remember, this is connected to the fusion of the dark and the light and the balance between. There's something we see positive and negative with that sword. It's clarity, but remember, this clarity is going to allow us to release all this confirmation right there from the universe, okay? So we're going to create some peace. This is where the growth is going to be, okay? This is where the growth will happen. Peace will be made. We're going to make peace with this, guys. We're going to make peace with our paths. And then we elevate, and we elevate with the moon. Now, I want to see what this elevation is connected to, because this is where the Father of Pentacles is activated with this full moon in Virgo. And now, this pentacle plus the Ace of Pentacles, this is the Two of Pentacles. This is the change that creates the shift. That is the shift. And it's a completion of it, guys. There's a completion here. Now, let's just go right away. Oh, let's just get this happening here. Now, guys, because I'm also working on healing today to help with this, what we're doing, there's not going to be a lot of visuals put in today's reading. We're just going to honor the bones of this reading today, guys. I always love, you know, I put a lot of work into editing for visuals for us all here to help us with the subconscious mind. But today, I got to heal. I really seeing that I need to heal and honor self-care and heal with time a little bit, and taking that time and using that energy where I'd usually be working with the masculine. I need to honor the feminine today. Guys, this did not light the way I was hoping it to light. Get some fire. Get some fire. Maybe I get some fire happening here. Now, guys, remember, this patterning, this is why we're ramping up purification with the body and the mind. Because this patterning is attacking this, you know, this hack is attacking, this artificial hack is attacking the body and the mind right now. All right? Remember, but we are the Special Forces team that came in here to clear up this hack. So we're going to amp it up, guys. And what I mean by amping it up is we're going to amp it up by amping up our healing.